Magandang kamalayan sa inyo lahat at nandito na naman tayo sa ating klase, sa ating class, ang Kamalayan Learning Alternative Success System. At ako po ang inyong teacher dito sa Online Kamalayan Lifelong Learning Center, na ito po ay isang eskwelahan na itinatag ko dito sa ating internet o sa YouTube o sa Facebook rin, no? At ito nga ay isang libreng klase na inyong pwedeng salihan o pwede nyong pasukan kahit na anong edad kayo, kung bata, matanda. Dahil nga dito walang gumagraduate sapagkat ang emphasis natin dito ay lifelong. Kasi ang nangyayari sa karamihan ng mga gumagraduate sa eskwelahan, tuwan-tuwa sila pag nag-graduate sila sa college o sa high school, o lalo na sa college, no? Ang iniisip nila tapos na sila mag-aral, tapos na silang magdusa. Yun ang kasi ang interpretasyon nila, o yan yung experience nila sa eskwelahan. Hindi medyo maganda dahil para bang kinasusuklaman nila yung pag-aaral, which is exactly the opposite of what they should be doing or should be doing, no? Dito nga sa ating kamalayan, dito nga ating sinishare dito sa lahat na importante na kailangan maintindihan natin na hindi tayo matatapos sa pag-aaral dahil sa takbo ng panahon ngayon, sa pagbabago, sa bilis ng pagbabago ng mga nangyayari sa teknolohiya, sa mga ginagawa natin, hindi na pwedeng sabihin natin alam na natin lahat. Wala tayong alam ngayon, back to zero. Sapagkat lahat ng mga nalalaman natin para bang ang nangyari na ay pasay na. So, ang tanong ngayon dyan is, ano ngayon ang kailangan nating malaman? Ano ang kailangan nating maging basehan na ngayon kung saan ay ano ang kailangan natin matutunan. I cannot actually predict or hindi ko alam kung ano ang kailangan matutunan ng mga estudyante ngayon o mga kabataan ngayon para sa kanilang magiging future, no? Because nobody knows exactly what is now going to happen to us. That is what is given here. Sylvia, pakihina yung kwan mo. Sylvia, pakihina yung kwan mo. May lakas yung yung phone kasi ng aking kapatid malakas ang speaker. So baka nadidinig nyo yung kwentuhan nila well, kasama na yan. Alright, I'd like to say hello to Joric Nuevo at kay Richard Sangüesa. Uy, si Richard! Kamusta ka na, Richard? Dapat nandito ka. Bakit wala ka pa? Ha? Hindi ko pa maumpisahan itong programa. Si Richard ay aking producer dun sa Wow Very Good Live dati. Ayan. Poging-pogi daw, sabi ni Sir Tats. Mas pogi ka naman, no? Alright, so, si Juliet, aking pinsan ay nanonood din. Alright, so, aking langan na anahin mo na ito. Bigyan lang ninyo ako ng mga 2 minuto para lang magkaroon tayo ng ating ginagawa natin, sinishare natin sa iba't ibang pages natin sa ating Facebook, no? Itong programa natin, itong klase rather. Palagi ko sinasabi programa dahil sanay ako sa showbiz. Dati dyan ako galing sa entertainment. So basic ang aking salita na pag sinabi ko ganitong ginagawa ko programa ang aking palaging bitaw. Wala sasabi. Actually, ito ay isang klase. Ito ay isang pagbabago na aking ginagawa ngayon dahil ito ay isang bagay na nakikita kong importante sa panahon ngayon, na dahil nga sa aking nalaman o sa napag tunan o na obserbahan, itong mga tinuturo ko na importanteng malaman ngayon ng lahat, hindi lang mga bata, kundi pati yung mga kasing edad kong mga senior. Ha? Kailangan natin ng mga bago paring kaalaman. Hindi pwedeng sabihin hindi natin pwedeng sabihin retired na ako, hindi ko na kailangan matuto pa ng mga bagong mga dapat pang malaman, no? So ito ay isang bagay na importanteng kailangan natin ngayong na gawin, na hindi natatapos ang pag-aaral natin dahil tayo ay nag-graduate na. Bagkus, mas lalo natin ngayon kailangan pagbutihin ang pag-aaral. Dahil ito, wala na tayong kumbaga teacher dito. Wala tayong teacher, wala tayong kumbaga grades, walang babagsak, walang papasa. Kusa ang pag-aaral natin dito, walang pagpwersa sa inyo. Kung ayaw nyo itong pakinggan, wala akong problema. Hindi ko kayo pipilitin. Pero sa mga interesado, sa mga talagang gustong malaman kung ano na ngayon ang mga bagay na importanteng maintindihan o malaman, dahil yun na nga, gusto nilang magkaroon ng magandang buhay or magandang kabuhayan, dito kayo makinig. Dahil nga, sabi ko nga, karamihan dito, wala nang nagtuturo sa atin. At ang marami nagtatanong is, saan ko raw nakuha itong mga knowledge na tinuturo ko sa inyo? Well, I'll be very, very frank. Kasi dati naman ako frank. Pero dati sa pagka-frank ako kasi nasa-shock ang karamihan. Kaya para bang medyo binabawas-bawasan ko. Pero ngayon ay wala na akong pakialam, no? Maniwala kayo o sa hindi. Ang mga pinagkakukuhaan ko ng aking mga kaalaman ngayon ay not only from books. Kasi yung mga books ngayon, basically kung hindi ito sinulat during the COVID times, pasay na yan. Ano ibig sabihin? Nagbago na ang takbo ng panahon So, ang importante ngayon is ano ang kailangan natin maintindihan sa panahong ganitong klaseng nangyayari ang pandemic, nangyayari ang pagtigil ng mga businesses o business establishments, nagkakaroon ng crisis, nagkakaroon ng health issues, maraming nagkakasakit, maraming namamatay. Alright. So, ang tanong dyan is, saan ko nga ngayon nakukuha itong mga aking sinishare dito? Well, marami dito kasi, napag-aralan ko na noon pa, and these were things that I learned from, I would say, I would consider them as masters. Kasi ito yung mga taong nagkaroon na ng insights as to what is really going on in our world, in our earth, in this particular place we are in. So, ito ay aking pinag-aralan, inintindi, at nakita ko, mas importante ito kaysa sa mga natutunan ko sa eskwelahan. Kasi unang-una, hindi ito tinuturo sa eskwelahan dahil hindi raw ito pwede tanggapin sa mga classrooms o sa academe dahil daw walang proof itong mga pinagsasabi ko, ganitong mga sinishare ko dito. So, ito yung aking ngayon pinag-aksayahan ng panahon. Hindi ko naman pinag-aksayahan. Binigyan ng panahon at talagang pinag-aralan, pinagsikapan na malaman ko anong totoo o hindi. Alright. Kasi hindi naman sa lahat ng natutunan ko o nabasa ko o napasok ko sa aking utak ay pawang katotohanan. So I had to prove kung ano yung mga hindi na totoo, hindi totoo, at kung ano yung mga totoo. So how would I know? Well, I had to try all those things sa buhay ko. And kung ano yung mga nangyaring maganda at totoo talaga, yun ang aking tinuturo. Yung mga palpak, yung mga hindi pala totoo, I don't bother to talk about them. No? So, ito ang aking tinuturo dito sa ating Kamalayan Learning Alternative Success System. Alternative, dahil nga hindi ito the usual thing na ating nakikita, na ating, kumbaga parang na experience sa pang araw-araw na buhay. So, kaya maganda talaga itong aking mga sinishare dito dahil marami kayong magagamit na I would say makakatulong talaga sa inyong buhay. Okay. So, I'd like to say first hello to some people who had been kanina pala narito, who had been watching. Pinky, si Pinky Sabinosa is a good friend of mine. Pinky Sabinosa, well, Nelson, who is now based in the US. She's a very good dancer. Yeah, dalaga pa yan noon. Bagets pa. And she's so pretty. At I used to see her in school noon, sa FEU noon eh. I don't know why, taga-FEU ka ba, Pinky? Kasi parang doon yata kita nakikita noon eh. And Andrew Silvestre, ito ang aking kaibigan na barista sa TESDA. And before, he used to be the barista of the cafe of John Calub. Sa mga nakakilala kay John Calub, I'm sure you know also Andrew Silvestre here. And of course, my cousin Juliet and Jarek. Okay, so tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating ngayon, ang tawag dito, sa ating klase. At meron tayo pang I would say mga 6 more qualities that we have to discuss because 20 yung qualities na inumpisahan na tinuturo ko rito na kailangan natin maintindihan na kailangan natin sa buhay dahil ito yung magpapalakas ng loob natin na malabanan lahat ng mga nangyayaring mga negative things or ito mga chaos or crisis that we are now experiencing in this world. So we need to be armed by new, I would say, concepts. At ito ay hindi madali sapagkat sabi nga natin, nakikita natin ang laki ng problema ngayon na experience natin. So meron tayong challenges talaga na kailangan ma-overcome. And this is where now I am now being able to use the principles, the universal laws and principles that I wrote in my book, Lessons I Never Learned in School. Ito yun. And this is where I actually wrote about the 20 qualities we need to be able to live comfortably kahit papano in this day and age. Kasi nakita na natin ang pagbabago, tumigil lahat, marami walang trabaho, mga kabataan wala sa eskwelahan. Ang tanong dyan is, anong kailangan nilang matutunan? Ito yung mga bagay na kailangan nilang matutunan muna. We have to arm them now with this kind of, I would say, ang tawag dito? Ano ba ang ginagamit nating word when we actually go to war? Arsenal, yeah. Yung kumbaga, you equip them with all these things. Kung pupunta ka sa gera, kailangan handa ka, may training ka, at may bala ka. Meron kang daladalang mga kailangan mong pagkain. Kasi, syempre, ilang araw yan na maglalakad kayo or nasa isang kampo kayo na kung saan ay importante na makuha nyo pagkasya, yan. Napagkasya yung inyong mga dinalang mga pagkain. At kung ano man ang kailangan importanteng mga bagay na para maginhawa pa rin ang kanilang magiging kalagayan nyo. No? Okay, so I'm just up to, I'm doing my last, ngayon. Alright, so, ito na. Dito, sabi ko nga, I will now talk about number 14, quality. What does a chameleon learner have to do when it comes to these pandemic times? Kasi nga, sabi ko nga, ito ay napag-aralan ko noon pa na mangyayari itong panahon na ganito, malaking pagbabago, titigil ang lahat, magbabago ang terrain, magbabago environment. Sabi nga, saan ko raw nalaman yun? Paano ko nalaman? Well, sabi ko nga, I'll be frank with you now. I had been getting messages, not only from books, from my masters, but from, eto nga, eksakto, itong lesson na, itong quality na ito na ituturo ko ngayon. Number 14, a chameleon learner listens to his inner voice. A chameleon learner listens to his inner voice. Meron tayong kasama. Meron tayong guide. Meron tayong mga, kumbaga, umaalalay sa atin. Sa panahon ngayon, hindi nawawala yan. Many of us grew up knowing or thinking that we have our guardian angels with us. Okay. So, meron tayong angels. That's true. May guardian angels tayo. But more than the guardian angels, I know I have spirit guides as well, aside from the guardian angels. I have God, exact. The most important being na gumagabay sa akin, God Himself. So, importante yan na nandyan, alam mo na nandyan siya palagi. Hindi tayo pinababayaan. Alright. And aside from that, I had been open to whoever would want to contact me through my, I would say, sixth sense. Kasi lahat naman tayo may sixth sense. The sixth sense. Yung mga third eye, sabi nga. And somehow, I get messages. How? And from whom? Mamaya na lang. Kasi baka mamaya masyak na kayo patayin na ninyo itong aking podcast or broadcast. Alright. No matter where we are and what we do, there is always a voice from inside us that usually speaks to us. Sinulat ko dito sa ating kwan. Yung balot na nadidinig nyo, hindi galing yan sa loob ng aking kwan. Dahil sa labas ng bahay namin yan. Dahil, alam niyo naman, work from home tayo. So, wala naman aircon itong aking kinalalagyan ngayon. So, exposed ako sa kung ano man yung dumadaan dyan, kung bubusina or may nagtitinda, madidinig ko dito sa aking kinalalagyan. Alright, so, there is always a voice from inside us that usually speaks to us. We ignore it every so often, but it constantly reminds us of what we should do. A lot of times we disregard those voices na parang guni-guni ko lang siguro to. Baka naman haka-haka ko lang yan. O baka naman, ano ba yan? Baka mini-make up ko lang yan. So, ganun ang ginagawa natin sa mga nadidinig natin. Hindi natin pinapansin. Para bang it's just a thought. So, yan ang iniisip natin. We ignore it. Finally, when we listen and heed its words, we experience peace and joy. It leads us to an understanding of how we should live our lives. Alright. Many times kasi, nalalagay tayo sa alanganin. Kung minsan biglang merong warning, mayroong nagpipigil, may parang nagsasabi sa atin, uy, huwag kang dumiretso dyan. may sasagasa sa iyo yan or madadapa ka dyan. And somehow, we actually listen. Or if not, well, yun na nga, tuloy-tuloy ang ating kwan. But if we are sensitive to all these things, to this voice, actually, hindi lang ito voice eh. Okay, as I read on mamaya, you will learn more as to what I am talking about here. Kabalayan learners do hear, also hear voices of other people inside them. Ano yung mga other people's voices inside us? Eh, yung mga warning ng mga magulang sa atin, na para bang sinasabi, oy, ikaw, mag-ingat ka ha, paglabas mo ng bahay. Or, yan, mga ganyan, nadidinig natin yan. Kasi, somehow, naaalala natin. Ayan, gut feeling, sabi nga ni Suzanne Bellio. Gut feel. Okay, mamaya, lahat yan, ma-explain ko na. I will just read it first. Ito yung aking sinasabi dito, no? They can feel the pain of others or what they are thinking. You know, sometimes I can hear the voices of other people when I see them. Although they are not talking to me, I could feel exactly what they are feeling as well. Yan ang aking kuminsan nakukuhang mensahe from others. Para bang humihingi ng tulong or humihingi ng gabay, whatever. So nakikita ko yan, nafe-feel ko. Malakas ang aking kwan dyan, ang aking sense. Alright, instinct yan. Okay, so mamaya, tama eh, inuunahan mo na ako. Sige, but okay yan. Thank you. Usually, we do not hear a real voice talking inside us. But sometimes, there is an urgency that is brought about by our feelings. Ayan. Katulad ng gut feeling. Sabi nga ni Lynn. So, yun na nga. Usually, we do not hear a real voice talking inside us, but sometimes there is an urgency that is brought about by our feelings. We react to a feeling that is being felt at the moment. A lot of times, we have that feeling. Kasi we are energy. Remember, I talked about that last Tuesday. No? Remember, I told you that we are actually one big energy. All of us are energy. Everything is energy. So lahat na nangyayari sa atin ay dulot ng energy. And so, thank you. Interesting topic. Ano yung energy? Na pag ang feelings mo ang gumagabay na sa'yo, yung parang may sinasabi na sa'yo, how does it now transform into an energy? Di ba? Energy in motion. Gumagalaw na eh. Energy in motion. Motion. Yung emotions natin. Yan ang ating bahagi ng katawan natin, ang ating pagkatao, ang ating kamalayan, na kung saan ay na-experience natin itong mga emotions natin. We have positive emotions and negative emotions. We have nice emotions and ugly emotions. Ano ba yung mga hindi magandang emotions? Yung mga pag tayo'y nagagalit, tayo'y nagwawala, yan yung mga bagay na kailangan natin naintindihan. That these are all energy. Ito mga feelings na ito, they are emotions. So basic ang kuha natin dyan. Ang pagkaintindi natin dyan na that's part of us, we can control that. So, we can change that energy. We can actually change it at once to being peaceful or to pacify our feelings na para bang, hindi ako kailangan magwala kasi nakakahiya. Or, I will just attract more situations that will make me more angry. So, hinay-hinay na lang. If you catch yourself in that kind of an emotion, somehow you have to be able now to count some moments or some numbers, 1, 2, 3, tapos oops, stop. All right. So change. Ganun dapat tayo eh. Energy is also a vibe. Yan, sabi nga, vibes, vibration. Basically, exactly, that's what we are now discussing here. Talagang magaling ito si Lynn Bellio, Suzanne Bellio. it's a vibration. Basically, we are creating vibrations. Our feelings, when we start feeling them, our feelings become vibrations. And then these vibrations, nag-ano na yan. Yun na nga, nag-activate yan and it goes outside us. And basically, it matches already what we call frequencies. Kaya kung ang frequency mo, ng galit mong yan, kunyari ako ay nag-drive ng isang kotse. I'll just give you a perfect example. This is what people don't understand. Akala nila malas lang sila. Kapag kunyari ikaw, galit ka at nag-drive ka ng kotse, ang sama ng loob mo, talagang galit na galit ka, may kaaway ka sa bahay mo siguro, at biglang sumakay ka ng kotse mo, pinaandar mo ng mabilis, talagang yung gasolina ay talagang inaapakan mo ng todo-todo. So, ang nangyayari dyan is, yung galit mong yan will attract a certain frequency from another person na nagda-drive din siguro. Or kung hindi man nagda-drive yan, kung saan man yung taong yon, tiyak, you will actually meet. And when you meet, at a particular moment, when you are angry, yung emotions mo nandoon pa rin, at pareho yung frequency nyo, ganun din siya, galit din siya. Pareho kayo, nag-match kayo ang magbabanggaan. Kaya kadalasan, kung sino yung eto yun kung sino yung nabangga mo, nag-match yung frequency nyo. Kasi, bakit mo na-attract siya? At ang tanong din, bakit kanya na-attract din? So basically, two of you attracted each other because of that same frequency ng energy nyo, yung vibration nyo, yung vibe, sabi nga ni Lynn. So that's how it works. Kaya nga importante, we have to get these messages from our feelings as to how it will affect us. Pag hindi nyo naintindihan yan, magwawala lang talaga. Kawawa kayo. I mean, you will just be at the mercy of events. Akala nyo malas lang kayo. Yun, there are no coincidences. Lynn, there are no coincidences in this world because everything we match. There's a match for whatever. So walang coincidence. Kung nandyan yan, na-attract mo yan because of that frequency that you are now putting that energy into. Okay, yung frequency na yan, okay, ganito lang yan. Di ba, kadalasan pinag-uusapan ngayon yung prangkisa. Yung prangkisa ng ABS-CBN, nawala, natanggal. Ano yung prangkisa na yan? It's a franchise. Parang lang nag-franchise ka ng Jollibee. When you actually have a franchise of Jollibee, if you bought a franchise, if you paid this much for a franchise, you can operate a Jollibee store. In the same way, if you actually were, for example, ikaw ang isang may-ari ng isang radio station, a TV station, you apply for a franchise to be able to operate what? Ayan. Ano ang i-operate? Hindi store. Ang Jollibee, it's a restaurant, kaya store siya. Or it's a restaurant, but where they can sell. Ang katulad sa ABS-CBN, it's a broadcast station. Ang prangkisa na binabayaran nila is for a frequency. Frequency yung gusto nilang makuha dun sa franchise na yon. Ano yung frequency na yon? Yun yung channel kung saan, kung ano man yung pinapalabas silang programa through a transmitter coming from the ABS-CBN studios, kung ano yung lumalabas sa transmitter nila, pumupunta yun sa frequency ng TV channel mo. So, for example, kunyari lang, ABS is channel 2 sa Free TV. So, pupunta yan sa frequency ng channel 2. Hindi yan pupunta sa channel 5, hindi yan pupunta sa channel 6. Sa channel 2 pupunta yan. Kasi yun ang binayaran na prangkisa ng ABS-CBN, yung franchise na yun, yung frequency na yun. Alright, kung naintindihan na ninyan. Okay, so, before I continue, if everything is fated, no. We make it. There's no fate. We make our fates. We create it. So, there's no fate na sasabihin mo, at this time when I wake up, ito mangyayari sa akin. It's all up to you. Kaya nga, ang importante is to control your consciousness, your kamalayan, your thoughts, your feelings. Kasi all those will actually translate into vibration, yung feelings, vibration, and then frequency. Ayan na nga, kung saan ka magmamatch. Okay, another way of explaining this frequency na ito. Gusto mo yumaman, gusto mong malaking pera, o kaya gusto mong maging milyonaryo, do you match the frequency of that of being a millionaire? What do you mean by do you match the frequency of that of being a millionaire? Ano ang mindset ng isang milyonaryo? Ano ang mindset? Ano ang mindset ng isang ordinaryong empleyado na salary ang pinagkakitaan lang niya? Alright? Ang milyonaryo basically doesn't worry about ordinary things na parang yung saan ako kukuha ng pambayad ko sa tuition fee ko? Saan ako kukuha ng pambayad ko sa rental ng bahay ko? Walang ganon sa mindset ng isang milyonaryo. O bilyonaryo na, lagyan natin bilyonaryo para talagang mas malaki pa. Yung mindset na yun ang frequency niya. So, you have to match it. If you want to be a billionaire, you have to match that frequency of that of being a billionaire. At ano yun? Hindi ka nag-worry about little things. Hindi ka nag-worry about ordinary things. Pag pupunta ka sa mall, bibili ka ng mga bagay-bagay, hindi mo tinitignan ng presyo. Ang alam mo lang gustong bilhin, hindi mo sinasabi magkano yan. Hindi mo tinatanong kung magkano yan. Sabihin mo na lang, gusto ko isa niyan, gusto ko dalawa niyan, balot mo na yan, o padala mo na sa bahay ko yan. Ganon ang frequency ng mga taong bilyonaryo. Hindi sila tumitingin sa presyo, hindi sila tumitingin sa kung ano man yung halaga niyan. So, we have to have a mindset for events that we want to happen in life. That's true. Ay nako, thank you Lynn for asking questions because this is exactly what I wanted. Kasi pag walang nagre-react ng ganito, salita ako lang salita, I actually don't know if you are able to catch up with what I'm talking about. Yes, we have to create a mindset for events that we want to happen in our life. That's why every time I wake up in the morning, the very first thing I do is I meditate. After doing my bathroom, whatever, na maghilamos and kon, I sit still. From 5 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning, that is my quiet time. Nobody could disturb me in the house. Nobody can actually call me up. If you are, nakikita nyo siguro bukas ang aking messenger, bukas ang aking Facebook, but I will not answer you. Because I am not tuned in to naka-on lang yung aking kwan. So that means, alam nyo, I am already awake. Pero, my focus is on other matters that is related to my meditation. So sometimes I go to YouTube and put on some videos that help me meditate at the moment na mga magagandang bagay. And so this is exactly when I plan as to what will happen to me during the day. What do you mean what will happen to me? Dito ko na ini-envision na, maganda ang aking araw ngayon. Masaya ako. I will go to this and I will be able to talk to these people who will help me do these things. All na nakikita ko ng maganda. So everything that happens to me, I already saw it or I already see it happening in my mind first. Because nothing will happen to you unless you see it first in your mind. Nothing will happen to you unless you do it first to yourself or to others. So, yan ang isang importanteng malaman ninyo sa Kamalayan. That everything that happens to you is because you started it first. So, if you want to have a nice day, a happy, wonderful day, nandiyan lahat, good health, nice people to be with, umpisahan niyo with nice, happy thoughts. Feel good always. Yan. Kasi you will attract situations that would make you feel good, whether in relationships or with your job. So, importante is, doon kayo nanggagaling. Kung galit kayo, you will attract only situations that will make you more angry. So, when you go to work, doon na. Umpisa pa lang. Baka sa security guard pa lang, mabwisit ka na. Alright. What is this experience called? Well, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is consciousness. Kamalayan. It is your consciousness that creates your reality. Everything that is in your consciousness, what do you mean by consciousness? What does it have? Your thoughts, your feelings, your what you imagine, what you think, feel, say, and do. Yun ang mga experience mo later on. Kaya lang, kailangan may experience mo muna ahead by yourself. Ito na yung kwan mo. Kasi nga, walang tsamba rito. Walang malas, walang swerte, walang coincidence. We create everything that happens in our life. And you can hear it. The messages are there in your thoughts. So, kumbaga, ayan dyan na siya. So, ang tawag dyan is, pinoprogram ko. Yan. I program my consciousness for the day. So, that is what I do. Programming. All right. I will continue. We react to a feeling that is being felt at the moment. We take action immediately, and right at the moment, there appears to be an answer to why we felt it in the first place. Exactly. Doon ko, for example, may nangyari hindi maganda sa akin. Kunyari, yun na nga. If I actually, for example, met an accident, nabangga ako. Ang tanong ko, hindi ko sisisihin yung nakabangga ako or yung bumangga sa akin. Ang tatanungin ko, bakit ko na-attract itong sitwasyon na ito? Ano na naman ang iniisip ko? Ano na naman ang laman ng utak ko? Because it all starts from our consciousness. Yan ang importanteng maintindihan natin. Sa atin nagsisimula yan. Kaya I don't blame other people for what happens to me. So, nung pag nabangga ako, I will just look at my car or the other car. Okay, masensyahan tayo. But I know it was because of me. There was something that I was thinking of. Baka ang dami kong pinapanood ng mga violent movies. That is part of this thing. I mean, if you are exposed to a lot of violent videos, or even watching the news on TV na puro patayan, mga banggaan na nakikita natin, and we enjoy watching that, yun, that's a warning. I'm not trying to actually scare you, but exactly, don't blame other people if those similar incidents that you get to see will happen to you. Kasi you entertain them in your consciousness. Kaya ako, palagi ko silang sabi ito, I don't watch boxing matches Kahit na laban ni Pacquiao yan, hindi ko pinapanood Dahil ano yan, violence yan sakitan yan I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to feel hurt. Or ayoko masaktan. That's why I don't enjoy watching people get hurt. But kayo, kung gusto niyan, huwag kayo mangsisi pag nasaktan kayo. Because you have that in your mindset. Kaya ako, I actually eliminate all these things in my consciousness. I always try to avoid whatever is there. Even the innocent, funny videos that we watch, na we laugh at accidents of people. Di ba yung mga nadadapa, nahuhulog, or yung, basta bigla na lang nagkakaroon ng mga mga bagay-bagay na hindi inaasahan, and we laugh at them at their expense. No? Pero watch out. If you laugh at them, if you laugh at those instances, mind you, kasunod ka na. Because nasa kamalayan mo. Alright, so ang tanong ni Lynn, so we attract the positive and negative vibes. Yes, of course. So what do you want to attract more? If you want to attract more positive vibes, you have to be more thinking about more positive things. You have to be more exposed to more positive videos, to more positive relationships, to more positive conversations. Hindi yung chismis na puro bang, uy, siraan, or, alam mo sa ganito, yung ganyan. Oh, okay. So, all this depends on our mindset programming. Yes, it all depends on our mindset and programming. So, ayan. When we pray, ito na yan, sunod ko. I will just read first this one. Mahaba ito, No. When we pray, it seems that we are already, I'm sorry. When we pray, it seems that we are the only one doing the talking. Diba? Kasi kadalasan, Diyos ko, paano lang buhay ko? Ano na mangyayari sa akin? Gano'n lang ginagawa natin sa prayer. Tayo lang palagi, parang one way. Somehow, we feel that the other party is absent. Parang hindi tayo sinasagot ng Diyos. But as we continue talking, there seems to be an overlap in our monologue, and we realize that God is conversing with us without recognizing whose voice He is using in talking to us. I will repeat. But as we continue talking, continue praying, there seems to be an overlap in our monologue, kasi akala natin one-way monologue. And we realize that God is conversing with us without recognizing whose voice. So talong niya, but does God listen? Okay. Well, sa kamalayan, this is what I'm always telling people who actually believe in what I am saying. In kamalayan, God always says yes. Everything that you want, God always says yes. Ang tanong dyan is, do you match it? Yun nga, tatanong ko sa inyo. If you don't match the frequency, because you are vibrating naman, you have those feelings. Kaya lang, if you don't match it, even if God says yes, God always says yes nga. Kaya lang nga, ikaw may problema. You don't match it. Kaya nga, sabi mo, Diyos ko, kailan ako yayaman? Do you match what you want in terms of being mayaman? Because God always says yes. God wants you to be mayaman. Yan ang gusto mo eh. Kasi unang-una, di ba, remember, God gave us free will. So, everything that we want, God says yes. Kahit na makakasama sa atin yan, kung gusto mo, God says yes. I will just again talk about the prodigal son, the parable of the prodigal son. Ano ang nangyari? Nung lumayas yung anak, nagalit ba yung tatay? Yung mayaman na tatay, nagalit ba? Hindi. Pinayagan. Nung hiningi nung anak yung kanyang mana, na hindi pa naman dapat hinihingi dahil buhay pa yung tatay niya, anong ginawa ng tatay? Binigay yung inheritance. Dahil aalis ka, sige, umalis ka kung gusto mong umalis. At dito na yung pera mo, kailangan mo, ayan. So, the prodigal son, walang ginawa, kundi naging prodigal nga siya, nilustay niya lahat yung pera na binigay sa kanya. And so, nung naubos na lahat, na nakita na niya na wala na siya, mahirap na siya uli. And that was the time when he realized that he had to go back. He had to go home again. Kasi wala na siya pupuntahan eh. So, nung pauwi na siya, ano ang ginawa ng tatay nung nakita siya? Malayo pa lang nakita na siya. Nagalit ba yung tatay? Doon sa kwento sa parable. This is how Jesus actually explains how God is really in terms of how He is to us, in terms of what He does. Nung nakita yung anak na malayo pa lang, sabi niya kagad doon sa mga assistants, yung mga servants niya doon sa bahay, ay, lahat ng mga magagandang damit, ilabas at bigay sa aking anak. Baguhin. Kasi nakita niya na parang sabsab, nakatira na sa sabsaban eh. Madungis, putikan, ganyan. So bigyan ng mga mararangyang mga mga damit. Bigay uli. Yung mga royal, kumbaga kung if you're living in a kingdom, edi the prince clothes, kailangan ilabas na yan uli. So ganun ang pag-welcome ng father do sa anak. At pagpasok, sinalubong siya, hindi siya pinagalitan. Hindi siya sinabing, kita mo na, walang hiyaan mo, babalik ka rin pala. Walang ganun. Ang ginawa niya, with open arms, he welcome back his son. And, kumbaga, pinapasok sa loob at binigyan ng mga masasarap na pagkain. Walang sisihan, walang paninisi, walang duruan, walang warning na sinabi, huwag mo na ulitin ito. Pag ginawa mo ulit ito, kawawa ka na, hindi na kita patatawarin. Walang ganun. There was even no forgiveness in terms of kasi nga parang he wasn't hurt. The father was not hurt. He was happy to see the son. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-forgive pa, mag-ask for forgiveness dahil it seems that the father parang wala yan, no problem yan. Ganon. And sabi ko nga, look at how Jesus actually explained to us through that parable, how God is like the Father, God the Father. God ka nga Ikaw na yung pinaka Diyos. Tapos masasaktan ka ng isang bagay na kapiranggot na sa mata ng Diyos ano yan? Wala that's just something na wala. Sa atin medyo may kabuluhan yon, pero yung mga ginawa natin, pero sa Diyos wala yan. How can you hurt God? You cannot hurt God. Ang yabang mo naman, sabihin mo kaya mo saktan ng Diyos. Ano ka? Para kang ayun na nga, kapangyarihan. Of course, we are also children of God. We are made in the image and likeness of God. But then again, ang importante natin iniisip ay basically God cannot get hurt. So yan ang isipin natin. God is just plain love. Or for that matter, huwag kayo masasaktan. God, sinasabi ko nga, everything is energy. God is energy. But if God is energy, what kind of energy is God? God is love. That energy of love. And that is what we have to also become. Minsan yun ang nawawalang energy sa atin. Kasi nandun tayo sa mababa. Sa kamalayan natin, sa consciousness natin, nandun tayo sa anger, sa hatred, sa envy, sa jealousy, ang pinakamataas is love. Yun yung ultimate. So nandun lahat yan. Peace, joy, success, and then at the topmost is love. So yun ang kailangan nating iniisip na maging. Alright, to continue. Alright, he is using okay, suddenly we get answers and we acknowledge the fact that God indeed talks to us. Now, how does God talk to us? Does God really answer us through words? Maybe through feelings. Or sometimes, may radyong bukas, may isang kanta na may mensahe, nandun na may sinasabi na para bang, yan yung kailangan ko sagot parang sinagot ako. Or sometimes you are eating in a restaurant at merong nag-uusap sa kabilang table ng yung parang nadidinig mong pinag-uusapan, para bang yun yung kailangan mong madinig na sagot dun sa iyong suliranin o sa katanungan. So somehow, that is how God talks to us. So maraming paraan. You can see maybe a billboard na may nakasulat doon. So that's how God talks to us. Walang imposible. Kahit saan, anong paraan, God will talk to us. God will never cut off communication or communicating with us, His communication with us. God always listens to us. And God always says yes to what we want. Ang tanong, are we aligned to God in us? Kasi many of us think that God is separated from us. Now, if you're separated, that's the problem. Katulad nung nangyari sa prodigal son, nung na-separate siya from the father, naghihirap talaga siya. Naubos lahat ng kanya. But if you're always with the Father, always with God, you are always prosperous. You are always abundant. You're always happy. Everything. You're always loving. Hindi ba ang sarap? Bakit kayong natatakot ito sa pandemic na ito? This is why I'm telling you, listen to your inner voice, because basically there is something there that is being said to us or to you. All right. We need to keep in touch with our inner voice in prayer, in meditation, wherever or whatever we are doing. We need to find time for our communication, or better, our communion with God. All right. It is not only God that is energy. Everything is energy. Lots of love. Sabi nga, totoo nga. Sabi ni Nellen Herrera, everything is energy. God is energy. So I'd like to say hi first to some people before we go to the next quality that we need to have. Marlo Asistente is watching us. Rose Duma, Antiporda is watching. Okay. Sige. All right. So, the next quality that I wrote in my title term, the topic is number 15, a Kamalayan learner dreams big. Big time, hindi small time. Ngayon, maraming natatakot, maraming nawala na trabaho, maraming nalulungkot dahil nawala na yung mga dati nilang ginagawa, yung mga kinagisnan nila, nawala lahat. But we still have the faculties in us to be able to do whatever we want to do, to get back, not what we had in the past, but to get more of what we can have in the future. All right. Inom muna ako ng aking All right. A Kamalayan learner dreams big. There is always a choice, either big or small, sadness or happiness, rich or poor, health or sickness. The best choice is always available, but somehow man insists upon his limitations, which make his life miserable. Kamalayan learners will never be entrapped in such shortcomings, because they have the power to choose and create what they want best for themselves. All right? So if you're a Kamalayan learner, if you've been with me for already some time, you would know that you have a choice. Hindi ito malas o swerte, walang malas o swerte, ginagawa natin lahat ito. And tayo ang namimili, not other people. No one else can choose for us. Not even God can choose for us, because God always says, yes, according to what we want. So, ikaw ang merong kapangyarihan, pumili. We have free will nga eh. So, bakit mo pipiliin yung ayaw mo? Bakit mo pipiliin yung makakasama sa iyo? Yun na nga ang masakit dito eh. Alam na natin yung ayaw natin, tapos yung pang gugustuhin natin, yung pang ating ginagawa, yung pang ina-attract natin. Everything depends on how we view life. It is through limitation or fullness. Is it by exposing ourselves to see all possibilities or imprisoning our minds in our past frustrations. Kasi nga, ito yan eh. We are sometimes feeling na we are locked or we are imprisoned by our habits, our programming, our frustrations, our kinalalagyan where we are now. Once paradise can be reached either through fantasizing or by making it a reality. Fantasizing. We have the power to imagine, to fantasize. Bakit kung mag-imagine ka, hindi pa i-fantasize mo na ng husto? Di ba pag sinabing fantasize, parang nalalaginip ka ng, parang nahihibang ka. What's wrong with that? We're free to dream. We're supposed to dream big. Bakit ka matatakot? So, yun nga importante sa atin eh. Kasi nga, kung ano yung nilalagay mo na sa kamalayan mo through your imagination, through your dreams, yan yung ma-attract mo. Kung kakapiranggot ang gusto mo, sino namili niyan? Ikaw. Tapos sasabihin mo, ito lang yung nakayanan ko eh. Ikaw ang may kakagawan kung yan lang nakayanan mo. When in fact, everything is there for you. Up for the grabbing, up for, for the taking. Kung ano man yan, walang limitation. Kaya nga, sinasabi kong uli, noon, bakit ako naniniwala sa aking ginagawa, sa aking sinasabi? It's because, in the past, I did not dream to have a lot of money because I learned from my masters na don't go for the money, go for what you want. Dream big. Yun ang sinabi sa akin noon. Whatever it is you want, dream it and you will have it. If you can see it in your imagination, if you can dream it while awake, yun ang naginip ng gising, yun ang maganda. And that's what I did. So I imagine myself going to a lot of countries abroad, na hindi ko iniisip kung magkano ang gagastusin. Hindi ko iniisip na wala akong pera. Basta iniisip ko, pupunta ako dyan. And somehow, I was able to fulfill most of my dreams. I wrote them in my book. Kaya ako nga, ang lakas ituro ito, ang lakas ng loob ko ituro ito, I am actually sharing exactly my experiences. I will not teach anything that did not happen to me. Ano yan? Lokohan yun. Kung hindi nangyari sa iyo, that's why I don't teach people to get rich. Because I am not a millionaire in terms of cash. I have assets, all right? I am more worth millions in a way. Because I own a house. Yeah. I mean, marami akong assets. Pero yung cash, wala. I have a few thousands, hundreds. At yan ang aking ginagamit pang tustos or whatever. Pero when I go for my dreams, I don't dream of having a lot of money. I go for a car, I go for whatever, the trip that I want, or I go for something that I would need. Hindi ko iniisip kung magkano yan. Basta alam ko magkakaroon ako niyan. Ganon ang buhay ko. Ako I always eat, the best food that I can find. Because, I don't know, every time I wake up in the morning, nakalatag na rito, ang sasarap ng pagkain. Now, of course, I live with my family, with my sisters, my mom, and sister, my mom. And somehow, kasama yan, andyan yan. Pero, as I've said, saan yan nanggaling? I created it as well. Because if it is in front of me, that means I created it. Kasi lahat naman tayo, we create whatever we have. We create our own world Kanya-kanya tayong mundo. Pero pag nagkasama-sama tayo, yung mga mundo natin, nagkakaroon ng parang pagkakaisa. Yan ang aking gustong i-share sa inyo lahat. That's why I'm always telling people na we have to now be able to actually share all these things, because remember, it was our negative collective consciousness that brought about this pandemic. So if we want to overcome this pandemic, we have to now have a positive collective consciousness. So madami akong kailangan na makumbinse na mag-isip ng maganda, ng positive, para lang mas maganda takbo natin. Of course, kung hindi ko kayo makumbinse at yun, wala akong problema pa sa inyo. Basta ako, alam ko, maganda yung aking kinalalagyan. Because I am able to create in my own world that kind of life that I want. All right? And this is what I am trying to teach all of you. You can actually avoid all this crisis, this chaos that you are now seeing on television, around you. Because ang importante, these are all happening. That's true. I cannot deny that fact. But yung importante rito is you have to now be, because we are now at the center, we are now in a crisis, in a storm, kumbaga. Hindi ba sa bagyo, nasaan ang peaceful na lugar? Hindi ba nasa gitna? In the eye of the storm, nandun ang kapayapaan sa isang typhoon or bagyo. Dito, sa akin, sa Kamalayan, tinuturo ko sa inyo kung paano tayo to be at the center of all these things. Because definitely, everything that is chaotic is happening right now. Pero we have to be at the center. Kung ayaw mong madala ng mga problema, gusto mo maganda yung takbo ng buhay mo, doon ka sa gitna. And this is where I'm teaching you how to be at the center. Na, kumbaga, itong takbo ng panahon ngayon, ito, I'm sure, this pandemic will last up to 2021. Wala pa tayong vaccine, wala pa tayong ano. We will not be able to move freely. Eskwelahan, hindi pa babalik yan. By, siguro, as early as March, wala pa rin yan. So, wala tayong face-to-face ngayon sa eskwelahan pa. Online na lahat yan. So what I'm trying to say here is, how can you now live a life na maganda? And this is what I'm talking about here. So I'm sharing with you these qualities that you need to be able to have in your life, to be able to move with that kind of courage, that kind of peace, that kind of happiness. Na kahit na nangyayari na itong gulong-gulo na nga ang lahat, ikaw ay masaya pa rin. Yung importante is kailangan masaya ka pa rin. Kasi pag hindi ka na masaya, sama ka na doon sa karamihan. And this is what we want to avoid at this point in time. That's why I come out always on a regular basis na ngayon. Kasi I need to reach out to all of you. Etong information na aking sinashare dito, ay nako, importanteng maintindihan ninyo ito ngayon. Kasi ito ngayon ang kwan. Actually, I even wrote this. Remember, I wrote in my book, in this book, I wrote that mangyayari nga itong mangyayari itong pagtigil ng mundo natin. At akin nakita ito noon. That's why sabi ko nga, hindi ko naman sinasabi na at a particular time, pero sabi ko, manda tayong lahat because definitely there is going to be this particular moment in our life which I thought will happen 10 years from now pa. Pero yun nga, napaaga. But sabi ko, pero ito talaga mangyayari. So ito na, nangyari na nga. So, ano pa ang sunod? Ito katulad na dito. Man has been lamenting that there is not much to harvest in this world. That life is getting harder by the day. That there are only those who are lucky. Yan. Sabi nga, may swerte lang daw. But most of those who have had stable jobs now find themselves out of work or earning less. All right. Dito pa lang nakita ko na yan, na mangyayari ang mawawala na ng trabaho, karamihan. Or kung meron ka man, mababawasan. So ito na, nangyayari na nga. The world has changed, but that does not mean that there are no more opportunities out there. The world has changed. So ano ko yan nakita ko na yan. Nagsabi na kasi sa akin na magbabago na. You have to prepare. You have to now be able to adjust, to be adaptable to these changes. And you have to share this to people. The world has changed, but that does not mean that there are no more opportunities out there. Meron opportunities, definitely. Kamalayan learners know that it is up to us to remain where we are or switch our beliefs to a more positive, more prosperous thinking that will attract the best and create more prosperity in our life. So this is now where I am driving at. Nandito na tayo ngayon, pero may pag-asa. But we have to change our beliefs. Hindi na pwede yung dati. Huwag na natin balikan yung ginagawa natin dati. Everything had changed already. We have to now create a new level of consciousness in our life. Itataas na natin yung antas ng ating kamalayan. Hindi na yung dati na kinalalagyan natin. Yung antas ng kamalayan natin dati had brought us to where we are now. Okay. Nandiyan tayo ngayon. Anong kinalalagyan natin? Nagkakagulo. Nagkakaproblema. Ang daming natigil, ang daming nagkakaroon na ngayon ng pagkukulang sa kanilang kabuhayan. And somehow, parang they're helpless. But now, I'm telling you, we are not supposed to feel that way. We're supposed to be able now to do something about us, our lives, because we are now able to really transcend this, to be able to move to that better world that we are now going to experience. We are now seeing a changed world. We are now seeing a new world out there. At ito yung isang bagay na kailangan natin maintindihan. Ito yung ikalalagyan natin kung tama ang ating kamalayan. Because only those whose consciousness are going to match that frequency of this new world, this consciousness of this new world, will be able to live on that particular paradise. Kasi it's really a paradise that we're seeing now. Everything is going to be prosperous, abundant, happy, enjoyable, maganda, lahat. Hindi katulad itong nakita natin nakaraan na puro gulo, traffic, pollution, turmoil, sakit. Dito, iba na. And this is where we are now going to experience this new, I would say, heaven already. Because basically the earth already has shifted its consciousness to that level. Ang tanong nga bakit hindi pa natin nakakayanan sabayan? Kasi nga, ang kamalayan natin is still geared on that particular, anong tawag dito, past consciousness level. So, ito na yung unti-unti, tinataasan natin. Alright, I'd like to say hi to Jeff Doolittle. Hello, Jeff. I'm Ramil Vela. And Jay Jimenez. Uy, si Jay. So, Jay Brothers. Kamusta ka na, Jay? Alright, so dito na tayo nagtatapos. At napakagandang mga tinalakay natin ngayon. Importante na kailangan natin maintindihan ngayon. Ito nangyayari sa buhay natin. But then again, sabi ko nga, with these things that we had discussed today, we are now really going to have a new beginning. A new, I would say, a new world, a beautiful world that is out there. Andiyan na siya. Ang importante lang dito is tayo na lang ang kailangan umangat sa ating kamalayan to be able now to experience this new life, this new paradise, this heaven on earth. which we had already been trying to tell people na noon pa, this will happen, everything will change, and this is what we are now expecting. So with that, maraming salamat sa inyong pag-attend sa ating klase ngayon. So sana ay sabayan ninyo uli kami o samahan na naman ninyo kami sa ating class kailan ba tayo ngayon susunod? Sa Biyernes. Kasi every Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday itong klase natin. No? Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday at 5 o'clock p.m. So, may pahabol pa. Si Greg Doris Habalya. Tama ba? Habalya? Alright. So, maraming nag-ano sa atin, nagla-like. Kaya lang hindi ko mabasa yung inyong so hindi ko makuha yung dito technique as to siguro these things nababasa ito lahat pag nababasa ko to pero tapos na yung programa, tapos na yung aking podcast. Ito yung pinipress ko, ayaw lumabas eh. So, sabi ni Lynn is thank you for the enlightenment. Uy, thank you Lynn. And somehow sana palagi ay you will join us again. And on Friday, our next one, we will discuss 4 more qualities that we would need. Kasi 20 ito eh. Yung mga nakaraan, you can watch my other videos. No? Nandiyan lang, nakasulat lahat doon. You can go to my YouTube. Please, lahat ng mga nanonood, lahat ng sumasama rito, subscribe naman to my YouTube channel. Tato Malay Kamalayan YouTube channel. Importante na mag-subscribe kayo kasi kailangan kong maraming subscribers para maayos ko na pwede ako mag-broadcast through using YouTube. No? Hindi ko magamit ang YouTube kaagad na pag-live dahil nga konti lang daw ang aking subscribers. So, I need 1,000. So, nakaka-89 o 91 pa lang ako. So, I need more than 999 or 990 subscribers pa. So, please subscribe. And with that, I'd like to say maraming salamat at magandang kamalayan sa inyong lahat. Thank you.